Hello, I'm MonaLisa, and I just really wanted to share with you what my guides shared with me, the golden nugget for the day. And the golden nugget is they talked about love without boundaries and seeing things from a higher perspective. And they gave us some beautiful tools on how to love those that we don't agree with, those that clash with us. They understand that we live in a very dense time, and it's a time that everything is in turmoil. And it's like, how can we as third density beings um, have this love without boundaries for those that seem to be living a life with no, what we would consider no morals, or perhaps do cruel things. And part of it, they said, is to look at it from a higher per- perception, to know that that's a limiting belief that you have if you're like, oh, I can't love that person because I don't agree with that person. But if we allow ourselves to accept that's their soul path, that they came in to do the things that they're doing, that they came in to show us the mud or to show us the darkness. My team reminded us, you can't have the stars. It's an old saying on earth from Edgar Allan Poe. You can't have the stars. You can't see the stars if there's no darkness. So that they have a role that they're feeling in all that there is. And so then they gave us some tools to navigate, if you will, to see from a higher perspective. And one of the tools is to realize that if we are having a difficult time to understand anyone in our lives, it's because we have limiting beliefs. And maybe we feel, example would be anger. If we feel anger towards someone in our life or someone over there, that anger is a lower frequency. And that lower frequency of anger keeps us caught up in these lower vibratory living in perspectives. So if we peel away the anger and we say, I choose to not feel that anger towards someone. I choose to understand them. And if we can't understand them, we can always ask our soul. We can ask our master soul. We can ask our higher selves to come in and to help support us so that we can sit in these higher perspectives if we can't get there by ourselves. So, how do we get to these higher perspectives? We get there by pulling away our limiting beliefs like an onion, one at a time. We get there when we feel these limiting beliefs and we recognize them, when we become aware of them. So, if we have any of these limiting beliefs that come from these lower perspectives of blame and shame and guilt, fear, anger, and control, these kind of frequencies are limiting. And so how we get there is realizing and becoming aware of them is the majority of the battle. So once you're aware of them, then you can say, that's a limiting belief. And I choose not to set these limits upon myself. And I realize that I am a soul who is unlimited. And I realize my beliefs often come from my family who meant well, my society who means the best for me. But I choose to live in a higher perspective. I choose to live in love without boundaries. I choose to live in unconditional love. So my team said it much more elegant than I'll ever be able to say, but I just wanted to share it with you really quick, their golden nugget that they shared today. And so for more, please come watch. Tomorrow I will release episode 76, and you can listen to the elliptical oracle yourself and get the whole full episode um, in number 76 of the elliptical oracle. Thank you.